Hello everyone, and welcome to today's technologycatalog.com webinar. My name is Vincent from Beusekom, co-founder of technologycatalog.com. In today's webinar, which is actually the first of the new season that we started after the summer, I would like to show you a couple of features that can help you to maximize the number of leads through the platform, such that you essentially keep your sales machine running 24/7. If you have any questions during the webinar, feel free to just post them in the chat and I will pick them up at the end of the session. I will now start sharing my screen. So for those of you that are not so familiar with technologycatalog.com, we are the fastest growing technology platform for the energy industry, with over 700 technologies on the platform already today, and roughly around 10,000 users from around the globe. And the users are actually split across different regions, typically working for energy companies in the various sectors. So that means traditional energy, but also more and more in the renewables business. Effectively, our platform offers you a 24/7 online exhibition space where you can highlight your technologies on a technology page that I will show you in a minute, and then use different features that we offer to attract leads and maximize the number of sales that you get through the platform. So let me start by showing you how you can actually post your technology on the platform. If you don't have an account, you can simply follow the process to sign up using the button at the top right, and follow the steps after you select the technology supplier role. You will then be guided through a process where you can select different types of plans, and then when you've set up your account, you can actually start building your technology page. For the purpose of today, I will log in with our demo account to show you a number of the features. As said, once you've set up your account, the next step is actually to create your own technology page. I've now navigated to the digitalization technologies on our platform, just to give you an example of one typical technology page. Let me take the first one here on the list. It's actually a software technology which allows users to essentially digitize traditional use of P&IDs and other technical documentation. What you'll see on the technology page is a standard layout where you as a supplier can pitch your technology with a generic introduction, a video, some pictures, a key contact point, and I'll come back to that in a minute. Key pros and cons of the technology, the profile of your company, key specifications, and last but not least, a list of your deployment references, which can then be supported by reviews from users from these companies further down. You will also be asked to give an indication of the relative business impact of your technology. Here you can highlight in which of these 4 themes that you see here, your technology makes most impact. This is the starting point for every technology supplier. It doesn't matter if you're a startup or a major supplier in the industry, everybody is given the same tools to build this technology page. It's very important when you build this page that you carefully look at the content. For example, make sure that you use the right keywords, such that when users search for technologies, they will actually find your technology because the keywords are present on your page, just like how you're being found on other internet search engines. If your page goes live, then you already have your first chance to generate your first leads, as all users that have set their areas of interest to be overlapping with the search tags of your technology page will actually receive an automatic notification that your technology has been added to the platform. So typically you'll see already a spike in views the moment your page goes live. Once users start to view your page, you will actually have a first opportunity, or they have the first opportunity to reach out to you via the contact option that we provide on the page. So it's important that you link this to the right person in your organization. People can select a number of standard questions, and essentially they can then type their specific question, which will be sent to the user that's been listed here, and you can start to interact with the user. As of recently, we also have a new feature, which I would like to highlight now. Because what you see here on the page relies on end users to reach out to you. But we also have a new feature where you can actually start to interact with your followers and frequent visitors on your page. And I'm using this dummy environment just to highlight the feature to you today. So what you see here on the screen is essentially a dummy version of a personal toolbox, which you as a supplier have to edit your page, to manage your subscription, to respond to messages, etc. We've now added a new feature to this My Technologies environment, which is called Leads. When you click on it, you'll see an overview of followers in one tab, and next to that, an overview of recurring viewers. And just note, these are non-real people. This is just a design mockup. And as you can see, you can actually start interacting with these users from here onwards. So all of you that already have a page, I invite you to go to the My Technology section, and you'll actually see that button there. It will depend on your actual subscription plan if the message function is also enabled for you, as this is only part of the Growth and the Pro plans within our subscription range. In addition to this, you also have access to an analytics overview, which shows more generic data. So this shows, for example, the number of views on the page per month, but also where geographically the users are coming from. And again, this is just an indicative example. Let's go back to the platform. There's one other feature that I would like to highlight, which actually can help you to start interacting with end users. And that is another feature that we've introduced not so long ago, which is our challenges feature. On this page, you'll see specific challenges that platform users have posted for which they are seeking a solution. So you see quite a range of different challenges, from extending well designs, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, solutions for corrosion under installation. And when you go to this page, you'll see two options. You have the option to view the challenge, which takes you to a page where you can see the details which the owner of the challenge has posted. And you can then also submit your solution here. If you submit a solution, your solution will be directly sent to the owner of the challenge. And essentially, with one click of a button, they can start a conversation with you to find out more about your technology, for example. So these are already let's say, some of our key features that can help you using the features on the platform to maximize the number of leads. I would like to highlight a couple of more additional, let's say, ways to maximize leads, which are part of what I would say our overall ecosystem. First of all, it's good to know that our platform is not limited to only technologycatalog.com, which we tend to call our global platform, but we also have a number of country-specific platforms that we use to essentially link up also with existing networks in specific regions. So, for example, within the energy industry, the UK is a hotspot, but also Norway. And what I'll share now is just for your awareness, is that, for example, also here, you'll see the platform that we have for the UK, which we've set up in partnership with the North Sea Transition Authority. And as such, you will also see that all the technologies are being categorized along the categories that are being used by the NSTA and other organizations in the UK. Similarly, we also have a partnership in Norway with Energy Transition Norway, and this platform is focusing on the activities in Norway, such that people essentially that have technology in this space from the Norway technology supplier community, but also, of course, the end user community, can find the solutions in exactly the same way as other programs are using locally. These were the essentially the key platform-specific ways of how your technology can be highlighted across the user community. We also have a very active community on LinkedIn with between 6,000 and 7,000 followers at the moment. And depending on your subscription plan, we are also able to highlight your technology in our Technology in the Spotlight series on LinkedIn to essentially maximize the exposure also to the LinkedIn community. But one of the things that any supplier can already do, and we highly recommend that, is that you also highlight your technology page within your own LinkedIn channels. First of all, after you've published your technology on technologycatalog.com, but also if you, for example, have made updates, and if you tag technologycatalog.com in your post, we would happily reshare it in our network for you, and in that way maximize the exposure of your post. These were actually the key features that I wanted to highlight today. Don't want to make it any longer, also to leave some space for questions today. So if you have any questions, as I said at the start, I welcome you to type them in the chat function, and then I will answer the questions as they come in. Give you a second to start typing there. See also here on the side. There's one question that has just come in, which says, do I need to create multiple tech pages per country? Excellent question. The answer is no. And this is also one of the great advantages of the platform. As a supplier, you only have to create your page once and to also select your search tags. And what will then actually happen is that it will automatically appear on the global platform, as well as all our country-specific platforms in the relative modules, because sometimes, depending on the regions, slightly different naming conventions are being used, but you don't have to worry about that because we have an overall search tag terminology which manages that. And not only that, also our company subscriptions, so the likes of Shell and Aramco and Aker BP that have a company subscription with us, they will automatically see your technologies in the modules or categories along the lines of their internal naming convention. That's all automatically mapped against this global standard that we use. I see a couple more questions coming in. The first one saying, are international operators using the platform? So I actually already mentioned a few. So the answer again is yes. In addition to the ones that I've already mentioned just now, there are a couple more. So in the Far East, we also have PTTEP in Thailand using the platform, but also utility companies like Wien Energy in Vienna, in Austria, and so and a number of operators in the UK, and that number is growing by the day. Next question, does the platform permit recommendations or a Trustpilot star rating feedback for users to comment? Great question, thanks. And actually, if we go back to the technology page that we were just looking at, I can show you it's a bit similar to that approach. If we look at the reviews, every reviewer can give a star rating on the technology. So here you see that the reviewer shares information when the technology was deployed or when they had the experience with the technology, but they can also give in a range of 0 to 5, they can give a number of stars as the rating for the technology. Next question, are any offshore wind or hydrogen solutions already on your site? Are there renewable energy developers using the site? Yes, you can. If you go to the platform, you can actually see that the. Let me share the screen again to make it easier. So let me go to the homepage. You'll see here in the technologies category, the category of renewables, and you can see with the chips here at the top. It covers the wide range of renewables, but if you want to zoom in, for example, on hydrogen and wind, you can just unclick some of the chips here at the top. And you see zoomed into hydrogen and wind solutions. And yes, this is already being used also by some of the renewable developers. But we also see, like the example with the utility company, Wien Energy, very actively using the platform specifically also on the hydrogen technology side. Next question is from a new user who's asking if there's a subscription fee for the technology providers to have their page on the platform. there are actually a number of plans that you can select as a supplier. Let me show those plans. So you have three different plans. It's easier actually just to show you the summary. And they're called Starter, Growth, and Pro. And here you see the prices per technology per year. And I'll leave it for yourself to read the full details of the plans. But Starter is very basic. It gives you the page, nothing more. It doesn't give you access to this leads functionality, for example. If you go up through Growth and Pro, you get more and more tools to maximize the leads through the platform. Depending on where you are, it's always good to also go through our list of special offers, because we have a number of partnerships in different regions. And as a result, in some countries, as you can see here, the starter subscription is actually being sponsored. So you may be lucky based on your location, and then you could actually start for free. There's a question from a UK supplier. We are a UK technology company. Who can we contact about the UK platform you mentioned? So there's a contact us option on the UK page, and you can either reach out to us, or in the UK we also work with a local partner, Cargen Energy, and you will also find the contact details for Cargen Energy on the UK page. So you can essentially contact either one of us. Thanks for all the good questions. We go to the next one. Does the platform differentiate stage of technology readiness, i.e., must it be deployment ready, or can the platform be used to support piloting or find a first field trial? Thanks. Great question. We actually indicate the technology readiness level on every technology page. Let me see if I can just quickly go back to the page that we're on to make life easy. Let's just pick a different technology this time from the hydrogen overview. So here you see the technology readiness level. So you, as a supplier, as part of your page builder, you can set the TRL level. And yes, you can actually also use the platform to seek candidates for a field trial. And we also see that in the behavior of our users. Some users, particularly in operations, for example, they quite often are seeking proven solutions that can help the operations at a relatively low risk, but at the same time looking for technologies that are less mature for trialing opportunities to essentially be ready for the future. More questions? Great questions already. Thanks. See, I'll give it a few more seconds to see if somebody's still typing. No more questions coming in. I hope those of you that have asked the questions got the sufficient answer. If not, always happy to have a one-on-one chat. If you would like to learn more, you can simply book a demo via the platform, or contact us on info@technologycatalog.com, and then we can answer specific questions or give you a demo of a specific feature that you may be interested in. If there are no further questions, I suggest we wrap up the session for today. Thanks for all of you that joined, and thanks again for all the good questions, really probably benefiting all the attendees today. And don't forget to watch our LinkedIn channel to see when the next webinars are, or register for the platform if you have not already done so. Hope to see you next time. Bye.